The GOAT debate just took a serious turn. For years, Michael Jordan and LeBron James have circled each other in a quiet standoff, trading subtle jabs and guarded remarks. But now, the curtain is lifting, revealing why not only Jordan, but nearly every legend from Magic Johnson onward, has chosen to keep their distance.
Probably just doesn't annoy Michael Jordan. That probably annoyed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It probably annoyed Magic.
LeBron James is undeniably one of the greatest players in basketball history. His numbers, championships, and remarkable longevity speak volumes. But the controversy isn't about his greatness, it's about his pursuit to not just join the GOAT debate, but to own it, crowning himself as the undisputed king. That mindset has fueled friction with past and present players who criticize his habit of engineering super teams while still voicing frustrations about rosters. Fans often bristle at his air of superiority, and even the media has felt his pushback when challenging his decisions. From the decision to the infamous dunk tape and his latest public clashes, LeBron's ego keeps creating tension. The real question is, does he care about the backlash, or does he actually thrive as the villain?
Ecstatic, like obviously I showed that the first wave of emotion was when everyone saw me crying. Like that was all for 52 years of everything in sports going on in Cleveland. And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the great.
And that's exactly what grates on legends like Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's not a lack of respect for LeBron's talent, they know his game is elite. What they reject is his self-anointed crown as the greatest of all time. But here's what you might be wondering. How did Jordan himself react the first time he heard LeBron call himself the GOAT? The answer might surprise you.
That one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
What followed was pure gold, Michael Jordan's expression, that unmistakable laugh, and the slight shake of his head. In just a few seconds, MJ said more than LeBron could convey in 1,000 interviews. It's no wonder his reaction instantly turned into memes and GIFs, perfectly capturing the essence of his response. And when it came to Vincent Goodwill, he didn't hold back on sharing his thoughts either.
About chasing the validation. LeBron said, in 2016, winning the NBA championship, coming back from 3-1, that's the thing I felt like made me the greatest of all time. That probably just doesn't annoy Michael Jordan. That probably annoyed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It probably annoyed Matt.
As expected, LeBron's GOAT proclamation sparked a wave of reactions across the NBA world. Players, analysts, and insiders all weighed in, each with their own take. Among them was Danny Ainge, the former Boston Celtics general manager, who shared his perspective during a radio appearance. Here's what he had to say.
His career's not over. I'd just like to, why he's saying that, I don't know. Maybe he thinks that sells. Maybe he's taking the Donald Trump approach and trying to sell himself.
And while Scottie Pippen has often clashed with Michael Jordan, he didn't hesitate to speak up when it came to LeBron's bold GOAT claim.
My problem is more so with LeBron is if you are the greatest player, if people are saying you are the greatest player, or if people are saying Michael Jordan is the greatest player, why do you?
True to his no-nonsense style, he broke down exactly what bothered him about LeBron's self-proclaimed GOAT status. Here's what he had to say.
Jordan has never, ever said he's the greatest player to ever play the game. Why? He's respected all the other players before him. So for LeBron to say that, he's sort of pulling himself up.
Just when it seemed the GOAT debate had reached its peak, Scottie Pippen dropped a bombshell that flipped the narrative. His shocking perspective offered a rare glimpse into who Michael Jordan really was behind the legend.
I don't want it in a sense because I think it disrespects Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, all the guys that prior to me, I never had a chance to play against. What everybody's saying I am, I never had the chance to compete against other legends that.
And now, straight from the GOAT himself, the 6-time NBA champion and Finals MVP. When asked point blank if he saw himself as the greatest ever, Michael Jordan's response was pure gold. No bragging, no self-anointed titles, just classic MJ humility wrapped in his trademark deflection.
LeBron officially passed Larry Bird and got into the top 5 when he won his final championship, his only championship in Cleveland. In my mind, he still has a way to go clearly to pass Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, 11 championships, 13 years. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
The captain.
and my heart just won't let him pass.
As the debate raged on, former NBA player turned outspoken analyst Jalen Rose delivered what might have been the most balanced take yet, breaking down the GOAT conversation with surgical precision. He highlighted the crucial differences in eras, playing styles, and career trajectories, stressing that the debate is about far more than just rings versus stats. Then came a statement that struck a chord, revealing why so many NBA legends and experts have grown frustrated with LeBron.
Know MJ, even if you don't know him personally, he's one of the most ruthless competitors there is. And till I'm done, and he doesn't have to look at me run up and down wearing the number 23, and every time my name is mentioned with his, he's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Half the battle. The real challenge lies in surpassing MJ's unprecedented popularity and cultural impact, a feat that appears impossible no matter what LeBron achieves. And even if LeBron somehow wins 2 more championships before retirement to equal Jordan's 6 titles, he'll never reach MJ's iconic status. Jordan's popularity stems from perfect timing. He became the global face of basketball during the NBA's international explosion in the 1990s. When it comes to LeBron, he has a lot of haters. Though LeBron didn't imply that there is bad blood between him and Jordan, it was very clear to everyone that Jordan has shown no interest in keeping any friendship with LeBron. LeBron James once openly admitted, "My motivation is this ghost I'm chasing." The ghost played in Chicago. This statement reveals his lifelong mission to surpass Michael Jordan's legacy. But here's the hard truth. Matching Jordan's 6 championships.
LeBron's accomplishments are impossible to overlook. 4 NBA championships with 3 different teams, 4 MVPs, the all-time scoring crown, and the distinction of being the first player to surpass 40,000 points. His resume is stacked. But the criticism he faces didn't start with his numbers, it started with timing. When LeBron first called himself the GOAT, he had only 1 championship. Meanwhile, Jordan had 6, Kobe 5, and Magic 5, each with legacies already cemented. So when LeBron staked his claim before truly proving it, it didn't come off as confidence. To many, it felt like a slight toward the giants who came before him. Greatness isn't just about stats, it's also about how and when you declare it. And that's why many critics still point back to his self-appointed nickname, King James, given to himself in high school before he'd played a single NBA game. Most legends earned their nicknames from fans or the media after making their mark. Michael Jordan didn't call himself Air Jordan, Nike did after he changed the league. LeBron, on the other hand, crowned himself before stepping on the court, and that boldness continues to rub some, especially older players, the wrong way. Of course, LeBron has since proved himself as one of the game's all-time greats. But that early self-anointment is still the root of why the nickname, King James, carries baggage. As for Michael Jordan, LeBron has never hidden his respect, calling MJ the standard of basketball excellence. Yet, during his appearance on the Pat McAfee show, while reaffirming Jordan's influence, LeBron also hinted at the subtle tension that lingers between them.
Better players than him in his position already on our team.
While LeBron has never suggested outright animosity toward Michael Jordan, it's equally clear that Jordan has shown little interest in forming a bond with him. LeBron once admitted, "My motivation is this ghost I'm chasing." The ghost played in Chicago, revealing that his entire career has been fueled by the pursuit of surpassing Jordan's legacy. But here's the hard truth, chasing Jordan's 6 championships is only part of the battle. The real challenge lies in eclipsing MJ's cultural influence and iconic status, something that may be unattainable no matter how many accolades LeBron racks up. Even if he were to win 2 more titles and match Jordan's 6, that alone wouldn't elevate him to the same level of global reverence. Jordan's rise wasn't just about basketball, it was about timing. He became the international face of the NBA just as the league was exploding onto the global stage in the 90s. His fame grew in lockstep with the sport's worldwide expansion, making him a cultural phenomenon unlike anything the game had seen before. LeBron's path, by contrast, has been far more turbulent. Despite his historic achievements, he's often been painted as the NBA's most polarizing star. Unlike Jordan's relatively smooth ascent, LeBron's journey to superstardom was clouded by criticism, much of it rooted in his tendency to call himself the greatest before many felt he had earned it. His talent was undeniable, but his self-proclamations rubbed players, fans, and media the wrong way. Carlos Boozer's pointed remarks serve as a perfect example of the frustration that many felt toward LeBron's early confidence, and what some perceived as arrogance.
The question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami.
One of the strongest knocks against LeBron James is that his own actions have made him one of the most polarizing figures in NBA history. And nothing illustrates this better than his infamous Chosen One tattoo. The story traces back to 2002, when Sports Illustrated put a 17-year-old LeBron on its cover with the headline, The Chosen One. The hype was already unprecedented, but the real controversy came when LeBron embraced it, tattooing the phrase across his upper back shortly after. To many, it was the ultimate example of a prodigy buying into his own legend too soon. Instead of letting humility and performance shape his narrative, he branded himself as basketball's messiah before playing an NBA game. Fast forward to 2021, and LeBron had officially been labeled the most hated player in the NBA across the US. By 2022, the polarization reached new heights. A Twitter heat map study revealed the extent of the backlash. Over a single month, an online betting company tracked negative tweets aimed at the league's biggest stars, and the results left no doubt about where LeBron stood.
You three kings came down here to win championships. Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.